Welcome to the Lauren Hill Show. I'm your host, Lauren Hill, and today I'm going to be sharing with you how to balance your feminine and masculine energies in your morning rituals. Whether you are a male or a female or whoever you are in your soul, we have both masculine and feminine energies within us, and it's important to have those balanced. Because if the feminine is out of balance, then we can be really floaty, scattered all over the place, and overly emotional. If we focus too much on the masculine practices, we can end up overworked, burnt out, anxious, overwhelmed, and stuck in the head, disconnected from the heart. First, let's talk about the feminine energy. So the feminine energies that lie within all of us tap into our sensitivities, our feelings, our sensuality, our sexuality, our sensations. The feminine is all about flow and grace and gentleness and softness and ease and rest and pleasure and emotions and honoring our emotions and holding space for our emotions and processing them and moving them and expressing them. The feminine is all about connecting inward, tuning in. It's about being connected to spirit and soul and energy and essence. And it's about connecting to our intuition, trusting ourselves, being divinely guided by our heart, by spirit, not the mind. So some of the feminine practices that we can cultivate are meditation, sitting in stillness, observing the mind, being with it, being with the emotions, holding space for our emotions, just by letting it out, by expressing, by crying, by screaming, by just being with all of those emotions. And we can practice yin yoga to really sit and tune in and relax and surrender and open. We can have cacao ceremonies to connect and expand our heart. We can do different spiritual practices like tarot, pendulum, automatic writing, journaling. All of these are really feminine practices. So because the feminine is all about creativity and intuition, the feminine is about expressing all of that which is within us. Our intuition, our emotions, our feelings, expressing that in healthy ways through any type of self-expression, like journaling or writing or dancing or speaking or painting or drawing. All of this is that creative energy. So just check in with yourself now and see, how are you honoring the feminine within you? How are you dishonoring it? How are you spending time with yourself? How are you being with your emotions? How are you holding space for yourself? Are you resting? Are you tuning in, tuning inward, connecting to yourself, slowing down? So just check in with yourself now about your relationship to the feminine. Now let's talk about the masculine energy that lies within all of us. So the masculine is doing, which means the feminine is all about being. So if the masculine is doing, that means the masculine is all around action-oriented, outcome-focused, results-driven. It's all around being productive, efficient, focused. It's about having strong boundaries in place. And the masculine is really a container for the feminine, right? It really holds. The masculine is the structure, the container. So the masculine is really the structure that allows the feminine to flow, like a riverbank. The masculine is the riverbank, it holds it in place, and the feminine is the river that flows. So this is what we can create in our life and our practices. We create the container, we have the discipline, we have the time frame for our rituals, for our practices. And inside of that, inside of the masculine container, we allow the flow, we allow the creativity, we allow all of that to happen. The masculine is also all about the mind, the logical mind, being analytical, thinking, logic. It's really that kind of side of the brain. The masculine is also about being grounded in the body. The feminine is more ethereal and mystical and magical, kind of in the spirit realm. The masculine is here in the body, in this moment. What can I see? What can I touch? That is really like the masculine. The masculine practices that we can cultivate in our mornings and in our days are all about pushing our boundaries. So strength training, power yoga, really intense cardio or working out, things like that that really stretch our bodies to their capabilities and build that strength. because the masculine is all about actions and doing and getting things done, the practices that we can use around that are actually taking inspired actions on our projects, on our goals, or planning out our timeline of events, or planning out our next month, planning out your day. That's the masculine energy, really planning, really action focused. And how to balance your masculine energy throughout your day and your rituals is really, like I said before, creating those containers, creating those boundaries around your practices. So having boundaries in place in the morning, whether it's, okay, I'm gonna only spend 1 hour doing my practices. And in that hour, I'm gonna allow all the feminine to flow, to create, to dance, to sing, to breathe, to meditate. And after that hour, then I'm done and then I'm moving on to the next thing, right? So we can create those time boundaries. We can also create those containers. Okay, so I'm gonna have no distractions. I'm gonna just do this one thing for the next 30 minutes. That's really like creating the container of the masculine to let the feminine flow. The last masculine practice that you can incorporate into your days is anything that makes you want to take action, that gets you motivated. So whether it's listening to a motivational podcast, reading a motivational book, watching a motivational movie or video on YouTube, that can help you get into that space of, I'm gonna take action, I'm gonna do the thing, I'm gonna get really inspired. But if that action comes from a place of lack or control or fear, that's the unhealthy masculine. And we need to tap back into that state of inspiration, the place of being, and do things from that state of the feminine. Life, your morning practices, your rituals, it's really just all a dance of the masculine and the feminine. And when you can allow them to work together within you, within your day, within your being, within your life, you will just feel so balanced. You'll be able to get shit done while feeling really good about it. And your life will just be a dream, but it will be a grounded dream. So in your morning rituals, it's good to pick a couple masculine practices and a couple feminine practices so your mornings are balanced. An example of balancing your masculine and feminine energies in your morning ritual could be going on a run first thing as soon as you wake up, and then after your run, sitting down and meditating. So do you see how this run is like the physical, the energy, the masculine, the get going, the get it, and it's in the body. And then the feminine is the meditation, which is tuning inward and being connected and being close and being soft. So that is just one small example. Another example is that you can wake up and do your journaling, do some tarot cards, tap into that feminine energy. And then after that, you can go and do some HIIT training or do a dance and do a workout and get your sweat going. So really anything in the body that makes us move and feel strong is that masculine energy. And what I see a lot in the spiritual community is focusing just on the feminine, and it can get really soft and really floaty. Or you can focus too much on the masculine and you're just strong and doing, and there's no love, there's no softness there. So that's why it's so important to cultivate different masculine practices and different feminine practices in your morning, in your day, to have them dance together and have your life be filled with harmony and bliss, softness and strength. That's what it's all about. So I would love to know how you balance your masculine and feminine energies in your morning rituals. Leave me a comment below. I would love to read. I love hearing your comments and interacting with you. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you are inspired. And if you enjoyed this video, go ahead and share it with a friend who you think could benefit. And don't forget to like and subscribe, because I will be posting videos every single week. You do not want to miss this magic coming at you. So until next time, keep it magical. Masculine and feminine. Masculine and feminine energies within us that we need to balance.
Feminine
energies. Whether you are a male,